Good morning, students. So, in this video, we are going to start our unit 2, The Wind on Haunted Hills. Section 1, Reading. Listen to the teacher read this section. As you listen, there is two questions given for you. So, while listening, you have to do this. So, question number A, underline the words or phrases that tells you what the wind does to the village. So while I'm teaching, you have to listen to that and you have to underline the words and phrases that what I'm going to tell about the words of wind. Okay, while I'm saying, so there are a lot of words about wind. Okay, so you have to underline the words. Okay, next B question, write the names of the character in the story. So after listening to this section 1, you have to write the characters in the story. Now we can move on to the lesson. Hoo hoo hoo, cried the wind as it wept down from the Himalayan snows. It hurried over the hills and passes and hummed and moaned in the tail law in the tall pines and deodars. So now you have to underline the word because who or the words of wind, right? So you have to underline, just underline while watching the video itself. Who cried the wind as it wept down from the Himalayan snows. So there are a lot of wind. There is a heavy wind blowing, and the how it seems, how the sound of the wind is, it is cried wind. Okay, wow. So the wind is crying and wept. It's coming forcefully from the Himalayan snows. Okay, the wind is blowing very heavily in the Himalayan snows. It hurried over the hills and passes. It hurried over the hills and passes. So it hurried. It is. The wind is coming very forcefully through the hills and passes. Passes means they will say in Tamil as kanavai, right? So that is called as passes. And hummed and moaned in the tall pine and deodars. So it has felt, it came very forcefully. The wind came very forcefully through the hills and passes in hummed. So it is making a humming sound and it moaned. So it is touching and it is dashing in all the long all the tall pines and deodars. So tall pines and deodars means they will say as a conical tree, right? That is called as deodars. I'll show you the picture. So this is the conical tree, that is the deodar tree that will be presented in the mountain areas. So you can see the pine tree of the cone deodar. So this is called as a deodar. On haunted hills, there was a little to stop the wind, only few stunted trees and bushes and the remains of what had once been a small settlement. So while all the wind has been flowing very high, it is flowing very heavy, right? So that wind has to be stopped by something, right? So in here in a mountain see, you can see the picture here. So in mountain areas the wind will be blowing very fastly, right? Very heavily, it will be very heavy. So to stop that wind, there must be something, right? So that only they're saying on haunted hills there was a little to stop. There is only little to stop the wind, only few standing trees. That is standing trees means there are only few standing trees and bushes and ruins means some இடுபாடுகள்னு சொல்லுவாங்க. ஓகேவா, பாலடைஞ்ச வீடு or a place, something is called as like that. So there are only a small settlement like that. These uh, trees and bushes and ruins is only used to stop this wind. One of the slope of the next hill there was a small village. So there is a haunted hill like right this. So in one of the slope there is a village, there is a small village. People kept large stones on their tin roof to prevent them from blowing away. So people, so those who are living in the small village, people used to keep large stones on their tin roofs. So what is mean by tin roofs? So tin roofs is nothing but I'll show you the picture, right? So you can see the haunted hills. So imagine, as this is a haunted hills, that in many, you can, you are in a many films or whatever it may be, have seen that ஒரு பேய் பங்களா அந்த மாதிரி பார்த்துருப்பீங்க இல்லையா? Like that it is a haunted hills. That is haunted hills means where there is there there will be some peoples who build some houses, and they that right now that houses they won't live anybody. So that is that some houses are left over in the village itself, so they are calling as haunted hills. So this is called as a tin roof. Tin roof nothing but தகரம் சொல்லுவோம் இல்லையா, அட்டை ஷீட்டு தகரம் சொல்லுவேன், that is called as tin roof. So people on the village used to keep large stones on their tin roof to prevent them from blowing away. Okay, wow. So there will be a heavy wind, right? So the tin roofs might fly away, so they'll keep large stones on that. There was nearly always a wind in these parts. Even on sunny days, doors and windows rattled, chimneys choked, clothes blew away. So there normally in hill sides and all, there will be lot of wind. So in these parts also the wind is very heavy. Even on sunny days, the doors and windows will be rattle means it will make sound, right? Padapadan satham kekule, that is called as a rattle. And chimneys choked means the stoves they are saying. Okay, wow. Nowadays we are having a gas stove. In those days they used to have a chimneys only, like the கறி அடுப்புன்னு சொல்லுவாங்க இல்லையா, விறகடுப்பு. So like that only. So even in sunny days also it used to blow away because of heavy wind. And also clothes also it blow away from when they are drying the clothes, it will flow away. Three children stood beside a low stone, uh, spreading spreading clothes out to dry. One each garment they placed a rock. Even then, the clothes fluttered like flags and pennants. So there are three children stood beside the low stone. Okay, so the low stone means you can see the picture here. They used to keep some stone and used to build like a compound, that is called as a low stone. So that will be very low, that compound will be very low. So there are three children who stood beside this low stone, and they are trying to dry out the clothes. One of each garments they have packed placed on the rock. So each of the garments means clothes. So the meaning of garments is clothes. So they kept all the clothes, and they dried all the clothes by keeping one of the rock on that. Even then the clothes fluttered like flags and pennants. Even though they kept the rock on the clothes, the cloths used to make a sound of fluttered sound. Fluttered means pada pada pada, when it will making a sound. When the wind is blowing heavily, you can able to hear the cloth sound, that is the moving of the cloth sound like a flag and pennants. Usha, dark haired and rose cheeked, struggled with her grandfather's loose long shirt. So, Usha is a girl. She has a dark hat and rose cheeked. So, Usha is struggling with her grandfather's loose long shirt. So, she is making, see, you can able to see the picture here. She is Usha, and she is having a long loose shirt of his grandfather, and she is trying to dry that. she was 11 or 12. So Usha's age is 11 or 12. Her younger brother Suresh was doing his best to hold down a bed sheet. So see, you a little boy, this boy name is called as Suresh. um, this boy is a brother of Usha. So this little boy also trying to dry this a small bed sheet, while Binia, a slighter older girl, Usha's friend and neighbor, was handling them the clothes one at a time. So see, you can able to see the picture here. So here is this girl is called as Binia. She is a lightly older girl, not much aged person, but older, is too older than Usha. So Usha's neighbor is Binia, and she is also trying to dry some clothes. Once they were sure everything was on the wall, firmly held by the rocks, they climbed upon the flat stones and sat there for a while. So after keeping the clothes for drying, they make sure that all the clothes are kept by the rock. So and also they sat on the flat stones and they take a rest while they're taking rest, because they have suffered to dry the clothes, right? So they are taking some rest in the wind and sun, staring across the fields of Runainan on the haunted hills. So how they are facing the haunted hills and they are sitting while and taking rest. I'm going to bazaar today, said Usha. So Usha is saying that I'm going to bazaar. I wish I could come too, said Binia. So after as Usha is saying that I'm going to bazaar, by hearing that Binia is saying that I too wish, but I too wish I would come too. நானும் வந்துட்டு நினைக்கிறேன் வருவேன்ட்டு. But I have to help with the cows and the housework. My mother isn't well, but I'm wishing to come to market only. But I need to help my mother, and also I need to do household work, and also I need to take care of cows because my mother is ill. I can come, said Suresh. So Usha's brother is saying that I can come, I will come. He was always ready to visit the bazaar, which was 3 miles away on the other side of the haunted hills. So Suresh was always ready to visit the bazaar, because he is a small child, a small kid, right? So they will be always eager to visit something, okay va? So he'll be ready to visit bazaar, and that bazaar is 3 miles away from that haunted hills. So where they are living, the village, right? From there are 3 miles away from their village. No, you can't, said Usha. You must help grandfather's chop wood. So Usha is saying that no, you can't come because you need to help our grandfather from chopping the wood. Chop wood means that is chopping. Their father was in the army, posted in the distant part of the country, and Suresh and his grandfather were the only men in the house. Suresh was 8, chubby and alderman eyed. So they are saying why he need to help his grandfather means Usha's and Suresh father is in army, and he is staying in a distance part from the country. So Suresh and his grandfather are the only two or the only men in the houses. So Suresh only need to help the grandfather. Okay, wow. So how he was 8 years old only. Suresh was 8 years. Usha is 12 years old. Uh, and Suresh is 8 years old. So she is a chubby and alderman eye. So Usha is dark haired and rose cheeked girl, and Suresh is chubby and alderman eye. Alderman eye means we'll be having a black in our eyes. We'll be having a black hole. A ball, right? So that ball will be in the color of brown or blue. So that is called as alderman eye. Won't you be afraid to come back alone? He asked. So Suresh is asking that, won't you be afraid? So Usha is planning to go alone to the bazaar, right? So Suresh is asking, won't you be afraid of coming back alone? Why should I be afraid? So Usha is saying, replying for that, why should I be afraid? There are ghosts on the hills. So Suresh is saying, that is, he refers to Suresh. So he is saying that there are ghosts on the hills. So Usha need to cross the haunted hills, and only she need to go to bazaar. So he is asking, she's sorry Suresh is saying that there are the ghosts in the hills. I know, but I will be before it gets dark. Ghosts don't appear during the day. So Usha is replying that, I know there are ghosts in the hills, but I will return before the getting dark itself, and ghost will won't appear in morning time. So ghost and all will won't appear in morning time. Like that, Usha is saying to Suresh. Are there many ghosts in the ruins? Asked Binya. Now Binya is asking to Usha that there are really there are ghosts in the ruins. Grandfather says so. So here this part is said by Usha. Grandfather says so. He said that many years ago, over 100 years ago, English people lived on the hills, but it was a bad spot, always getting struck by lightning, and they had to move to the next range of building other and built another one. So, Binya is asking to Usha that there are really ghosts in the romances. For that, Usha is answering that, yes, grandfather also told me that there are some ghosts. So, he says that many years, like 100 years ago, there was the English people who lived on that hills. So, 100 years ago means nearly English peoples ruled our in our country. So here she is saying that English people had lived on that hills, but it was a bad spot only, because always there will be a lightning. So while the lightning has been hitted on that houses, they used to shift to the another hills nearby, and they used to build the houses there. So that only they are saying that they have to move to the next range means another mountain. So they need to move to the next range and build another place. So they need to shift to the next mountain, and they need to build another house, because always a lightning will be striking there, hitting there. But but if they went away, why should there be any ghost? So now again Binya is asking, so okay, after the lightning is striking, they are building the another place. After they are moving to the another place, why there are ghosts? Like that, Binya is asking to Usha. So now Usha is answering that because grandfather says so. This also is said by grandfather only. She is saying that because grandfather says during terrible storm, that is during a heavy storm, one of the houses was hit by the lightning. During the heavy storm na Suravali, during that terrible storm, one of the houses was hit by the lightning. Everyone in it was killed, everyone including the children. So her Usha's grandfather told that during a heavy storm there was a heavy lightning, and that lightning had killed a whole family including the children. So everyone was killed by the lightning. So there are some ghosts in that mountains. Usha is saying to Biniam. Were there many childrens? So Bini is asking that, were there many childrens? நிறைய குழந்தைகள் இருந்துச்சா? There were two of them, a brother and sister. Grandfather says he has seen them many times when he passes through the ruins late at night. He has seen them playing in the moonlight. So Binya is asking that there are many children No, for that, Usha is answering that there are two of them. So there are two of them, a brother and sister. Grandfather says so. Grandfather had told me that he has saw many times. He has seen so he has seen many times when he passes through the Runines late night. So grandfather used to pass that Runines at late night means he used to see that two children playing in the moonlight. So the grandfather has saw these two children in the moonlight as a ghost. Okay va, not a living child. Okay va. So this has been that this that haunted in the English peoples has lived in that hills 100 years before. So how the grandfather can live 100 years? So 100 years before means he might be had a child 100 years before na. He might be a child or he can't grandfather won't be there. Okay va. So that only as a ghost only, grandfather has saw this brothers and sister playing in the moonlight. Was he not afraid? So Bini is asking that are your grandfather is not afraid of seeing that ghost? No, old people don't mind seeing ghost. So for that, Usha is saying that old people won't be afraid by seeing the ghost. Usha set out her walk to the bazaar at 2 in afternoon. It was about an horse to walk. She went through the fields, now turning yellow with flowering mustard, then along the sandal of the hill and up to the Renaissance. So Usha left to the bazaar by walk in to about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So the to reach the bazaar it will maybe a hours. It was about an hours to walk. Okay, that is to reach the bazaar. It takes 1 hour through walking. She went through the fields, so water and all what and all she's passing through the means she passes through the fields, now turning yellow with flowering mustard. So she's passing through the fields means how to say வாய்க்கால் சொல்லுவாங்க இல்லையா அந்த மாதிரி ஓகேவா அண்ட் ஆல்சோ நவ் டர்னிங் டு த எல்லோ அண்ட் ஃப்ளவரிங் மஸ்டர்ட் ஸோ கடுகு செடி மஸ்டர்ட் மீன்ஸ் கடுகு ரைட் ஸோ ஷீ இஸ் பாசிங் த்ரூ that mustard plants has been turned into a yellow flower, so it will be in a yellow flower. She is passing through that and along the sandals of the village up to the Renaissance. She also passed the hills and Renaissance. The path went straight through the Renaissance. Usha knew it well. She had often taken it while going to the bazaar to do the weekly shopping or to see her aunt who lived in the town. So the path to the bazaar from his village is very straight through the Renaissance. So she need to see, this is the village and this is the Renaissance part of the hill and this is the bazaar. So she need to take this route only to the bazaar from the village. She knew well. Usha knew the route well. Often she only used to go to the bazaar to get a weekly shopping, to do the weekly shopping or to see her aunt who lives in the town. Wild flowers growing in the grumbling walls. A wild plum tree grew right out from the floor of what had once been a large wall. So while she is passing a Renaissance, there is a haunted house, right? Okay, wow. So in that hall, in the house of the hall, there is a wild plum tree growing, and in that wild flowers and all has been bloomed and it started to spill over that. ஓகேவா அங்கே வந்துட்டு என்னது ஒரு அந்த அந்த ருனைன்சஸ் வந்துட்டு தாண்டி போகும்போது there will be a big hall. In that middle of the hall there is a plum tree, wild plum tree. Okay, a wild plum tree. From that wild plum tree the flowers has been budded and it started to fall from there. Okay, she's seeing everything there. Lizards cluttle over the stones while whistling thruzzles its deep plumage glistening in the soft sunshine, sat in an empty window and sang its here out. So no, not only she seeing the wild plum tree, also she seeing the lizards roaming there here and there. Okay, wow, over the stones. And also she saw a bird in a deep purple plumage bird. So plumage, deep plumage bird means that is nothing but it is the bird will be in purple in color. So that is a uh, that is a that is sitting, that is he sat on an empty window, so that is sitting in an empty window, and it is looking very glistening. So it is by looking itself, so it is in purple color, right? It is in a plum color, so the plum will be in purple color, right? So it looks like in plumage, and it is very shiny. The bird is very shiny. Glistening means shiny and soft and sunshine. So while the sun is touching its body, it used to shine, and it is sitting on the empty window and it starts to sing. Usha sang to herself as she tripped slightly along the path. So while she is going to village, she also used to sing some songs while going through the village. Soon she left the Runines behind. So while she is passing the Runine, she used to sing something to show that she is not fear, or to avoid from the walking, uh, walking, and to avoid the laziness of walking, whatever it may be, she used to sing for herself. So she soon left the ruins behind. The path dipped deep down to the village and the little town with a stagging bazaar. So after crossing the Runine, it is a deep path. Okay, why it is dipped deeply down to the valley. இது வந்துட்டு என்னது, it is going one side the valley is running, and also there is a little town with the stagging bazaar. Stagging bazaar means unknown persons. So lot of peoples will be roaming here and there in the bazaar, right? So she is seeing that kind of little town stagging bazaar. Usha took her time in the bazaar. She bought soap and matches, spices and sugar. None of these could be had in the village where there is no shop. So Usha took her own time in bazaar. So what and all she bought means soap and matches, match boxes. Matches means match boxes, spices and sugar. So why she is buying here means there is no any shop in the village, and new pipe stem for her grandfather's hookah. So in olden days, their grandfathers used to have a pipe stem, right? So he bought a new one for her grandfather, and also an exercise book for Suresh to do sums. As an afterthought, she bought some marbles. So after for Suresh, she bought a exercise book, and also she bought some marbles. Then she went to Moshi's shop to have her mother's slipper repaired. So Moshi's there is in Basa there is a Moshi shop. So Moshi shop is nothing but a cobbler shop. Moshi means the name of the person. Okay, wow. So she went there and she gave the mother's slipper for repair. The Moshi was reply. The Moshi was busy, so she left the slippers with him and said she would be back in half an hour. So the person who is stitching the slippers is very busy, and she said that she has left the slipper there, and she said to the person, so I'll be right back in half an hour. She had 2 rupees of her own saved up. So she had only 2 rupees, that is her own money, that is saved money. She used the money to buy herself a necklace of amber colored beads from an old turban lady who sold charms and drinks from a tiny shop at the end of the bazaar. So Usha saved 2 rupees of her own. So with the 2 rupees, she would used to buy some beads like a necklace or a bangle, whatever it may be. So in that bazaar, there will be in the corner of the bazaar, there is a tiny shop of the old turban lady. This lady used to sell some kind of beads, kind of ornaments for girls. So Usha had 2 rupees, so she went there and she bought some necklace of amber color beads. Oh, amber color means it will be in the shade of orange color, so that is called as amber color. Usha met her aunt Lakshmi, who took her home for tea. So while she is buying that necklace in the tiny shop, Usha saw her aunt Lakshmi. So her aunt Lakshmi took her to the home for tea. Usha spent an hour. So Usha spent an hour in Lakshmi's aunt Lakshmi's little flat above the shops. An hour means 1 hour, so she spent 1 hour in auntie's Lakshmi's little flat above the shops, listening to her aunt talk about the aches in her left shoulder and the sniffs in her joint. So what was the conversation means, aunt Lakshmi is saying about the aches means paining. There is a paining in the left shoulder and all the stiffness in her joints, that is in her joints also there is a little bit pain. So there is a this was a conversation between Usha and her aunt for past 1 hour. She drank 2 cups of sweet hot tea. When she looked out of the window, she saw the dark clouds had gathering out the mountains. So while having this conversation, she drank 2 cups of sweet hot tea. So while she is having the second cup, she is slightly seeing the window. The clouds are becoming very dark. It gathered the mountains also. Usha ran to the cobbler and collected her mother's slipper. So after seeing that, she left from the auntie's house and she ran to the cobbler and she collected her mother's slippers. The shopping bag was full. She slung it over her shoulder and set out for a village. So, after collecting the slippers, her shopping bag were full because she has purchased for a whole week. So she slung means she put all her shopping bag on her shoulder and she is set out for the village. She is marching towards the village. So up to this section 1 is over. Remaining part we can continue in next video. Thank you.